was in my office. It was 11 July 2013, last year. I was in my office, I saw headline, high-speed rail tender may start year end. Wow, excited. Ooh, that means late last year. And then I got another news. High-speed rail tender expected next year. Oh, welcome to me. Of course, I say not surprised. Okay. But actually the report by the consultants already finished, done, mid last year. July 2013, they already got the report by right. But we are not given the privilege to see all the report. Because maybe some of the things they cannot agree on. But let's speculate. For example, you talk about the high-speed rail in Greater KL. People like to speculate, so we speculate together for fun. People say, where will the station be? KL Central, because everything goes there. But actually, who said yes? I got inside info. Actually, you look at KL Central, no more land, not possible to put it there. And then, if you notice, you follow the news, Tun Razak Exchange, TRX. Oh, what about TRX? Put there. Then show the place boom. But if you think about it, it's just right south of KL City. So the land is expensive. To put a transportation hub, maybe not viable. Another good guess would be something like Bandar of Malaysia, City of Malaysia, here. But of course, again I say, speculative, we don't know, we wait for announcement. Now that is in Greater KL. What about down south in Johor? You've been getting tips on Nusajaya may have a stop, get all these tips, but nothing confirmed yet. So we just wait for announcement. This is a slide just to explain a little bit on Singapore. If you see 1973, 1989, they're growing. They keep reclaiming land. The country is growing. So they cannot be reclaiming land to do industrial component. So if you know about Iskandar Malaysia, you know industrial in Iskandar Malaysia been booming, okay, because of the overflow. Let's see, I think I can skip quite fast. This is just to show JB Center. You go up north. Some people ask me, they don't know about Iskandar Malaysia. And I say, oh, okay, maybe you don't have the confidence in it. But let's see who has been there. JB Town, you go up north, what will you find? You find a lot of developers' names. You have people like SP Satya, you have people like KSL, you have people like IOI, you have people like Plenitude, you have people like Masik. Who are all these developers? They are the top 30 in the country. So their money is already in Iskandar Malaysia. Okay? And even Sultan Selland. Okay, these are some of the latest updates. Of course, we have a lot of maps we give out free. I don't want to elaborate too much. And people like to ask also, oh, why Puteri Harbour area so expensive? If you zoom in, they have a CIQ under construction, and now latest is already operational. Okay, but I think for today I don't want to elaborate too much, because I did some site inspection. I'm trying to answer a question. From Puteri Harbour, if you want to go to Singapore, how much and how long it takes? Now, why I want to answer this question is because the tipping point for Iskandar Malaysia to be successful is when population movement is easy. That means you are in JB or you are in Johor, you want to go in Singapore, it's easy. That is when the value will flow, because it's easy to commute. I don't mind staying in JB, for example. But now if you go there, I've gone, okay, silly me, I've gone peak hour before, I was stuck in the causeway for like 4 hours. Okay, just to cross across. Because the causeway was built not having a CIQ in mind. Then you put 2 CIQ, jam, everything. Right? So I tried to answer the question. You can see to Singapore, it will cost two-way, what was it now? 43, too expensive. And it take too long for now. Okay, this is more of a tourist ferry, 1 hour 15. Who takes this long to go one way to work? No, you'll be late. But that does not stop the possibility of one day perhaps you change the mode of transportation. A speedboat, put a CIQ at the 2 entrance point, then maybe it will change the value because of the traveling time distance. Okay, this test. URA, Urban Redevelopment Authority, Singapore, they had an open day. They show a lot of information. One of it is, in our opinion, Woodlands North MRT station linking to Johor. So it's their government is saying that the link will happen. Okay. So further slides, cross-border rail link to JB. Now let's say you just already forget whatever I said, and then we come to the shortcut slide again. There's another shortcut slide. To understand what is going on in Iskandar, Malaysia, this slide will probably give you some pointers. Now what you see here is actual transaction in Singapore by per square foot. Now this is a bit hard to digest. Let's say we convert them to ringgit Malaysia. Of course, I think now this exchange rate already outdated lah. Now 2.6 something. 2 point? Yeah. So if you convert, these are the figures we are talking about in Singapore. Yeah. So 13,400, that's 13,400. Another 13,400. By the third step already about 40,000. So that is the kind of transaction you are talking about opposite. Now what about absolute price? Okay, highest price paid for condos. These are obviously what you call that, penthouse, if you look at the size. Again, hard to digest. Let's say we convert them to understand. These are the figures in ringgit Malaysia. You buy 1 million, 1 unit, the guy who bought this, he can buy 100 units. Okay, and I think we've reached Penang. I'll pass to Mr. Ho Chin Soon.